Hi, my name is Maxwell, and today I'll be showing you how to place points in ArcGIS Pro. Now, there might be many reasons why you're going to want to put points on an ArcGIS map. Maybe you want to signify something's there, or you just want to put a point that you can put some data with. Either way, knowing how to place points in ArcGIS Pro is an important skill to have, and it's pretty easy. So, let's get into it. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is open the project you're going to be placing the point in. For this example, I'll be working on this trail project I've created previously. Now, once I've got my project open, we're going to go up to the top of the screen and click the Insert tab. Once we've opened that, we're going to go over to Layer Templates, similar to where we'd find polygon map notes, and go over and click the Point Map Notes option. Once you left click this once, you'll notice in your contents pane on the left, a new Point Notes layer has been added. You can symbolize this similar as you would any other layer, but for now, let's just focus on adding points to our map. Now, once we have this added to our contents pane, we're going to go up to Edit, down to the Features area in the Edit tab, and click Create. This will open the Create Features panel, which is where we'll actually be accessing the ability to place our points. On the right, we're going to find our section called Point Notes, which is named whatever we named our Point Notes section on the left. So if this was renamed, it would follow that same naming convention on this right panel. We're going to click Point Notes, and it will automatically open the point feature. What this means is we can go into our map and we can actually add points. Every time you click with this tool, you'll be adding a point. So let's say I just want to add 3 points, and then we'll just click the Finish tool right here. As you can see, we've successfully created 3 points in ArcGIS Pro. Now, just like polygons, if we right-click it in the Contents pane and click Attribute Table, each of these are going to have their own object ID, meaning that we can add more data to it if we'd like. We can customize name, notes, who created it, last edited, and it'll contain all this information tied to the point. If you're hoping to add more data to these points that you've created, you'll want to use a join function, which is something we'll go over in another video that'll link below once it's created. Now, let's say that you want to move some of the points that you've created. To do that, we're going to go to Modify up in the Features tab. Go over to Modify Features and click the Edit Vertices button. What this does is it allows us to select one of our points and move it around, similar that we'd move a single vertex in a polygon. Now this is great and allows you to move points. Let's say that you've placed mistakenly or that are in the wrong location after you've imported a point document or converted X, Y to points. Something we'll also be going over in another video. Now, there's one more thing that you should know, that there's 2 other main ways that it's going to give you to create points. One of which being create point at end of line. Now, if you're trying to follow a direct line while creating your points in the first time, this tool allows you to place a point at the last line that you've placed. So, this line right here is the last one I placed, so once I click Finish, that's where the point will be created. This tool allows you to create points along a line. Basically, we'll just do this pretty quick. Go up to Insert, Line Map Notes. We'll create a line really quick. What this does is it allows us to select a line and then create points along a certain distance along that line. So let's say that we have the line length and it's this long. If we want the point, we can choose to have it so the points start at the start or the end of the line or both. And we can choose the amount of points that we want. Let's say I want 3 points on this line and I want it to start at the start of the line. Once I click Create, it'll add 3 points right there, in addition to one at the start. If we were to redo that and click it like that, choose start and end, and let's say we want 2 points. This will create 4 points. It's creating one at the start, one at the end, and 2 in the middle. And this allows you to create equidistant points using the create or the point nodes feature. Now, that's been how to create points in ArcGIS Pro. Join me in another video as I show you how to join a table or add a table's contents to a point to assign data to its own point without having X, Y coordinates in that document. If you're looking to create points from a table or Excel document that has X, Y coordinates, join me in another video link below, which will be going over how to do that. Anyways, thank you, and let me know if you have any questions or anything I can help with. Thank you, have a great day, and good luck creating your projects in Arc Pro.